Hello and welcome to part 2 of What Shape is Your Business In? This is a case example. But just to quickly recap on what we looked at previously, the SHAPE stands for Sales and Service, Human Resources, not necessarily management, but about the people. It's about A for administration, P for production, and E is for entrepreneurial flair. It's the focus of attention within the business of the different elements of shape, which enable it to stay, if you recall, on the left-hand side of the growth chart and enable it to innovate and develop and therefore add value. In this video, I'm going to do a very brief case study. And in part 3, I will be raising shape questions to help you make use of this for yourself. So this was a small business, a startup business, which was started by a research chemist who worked for a large detergent manufacturer. She realized that for the laboratories to test cleaning properties of cleaning products, the researchers needed stains on fabrics. Yes, stains on fabrics. This was the brainwave part of the shape framework for this person. These stains needed to be created and put onto a range of different kinds of fabrics in a controlled manner for the researchers to be able to test them. And as a researcher herself, she knew how difficult this was. But she developed a way of producing stains chemically and delivering them in measured amounts to various sorts of fabrics. This was the awakening of the business. She then left her employer and she rented a hall, it was a church hall actually, and set up to work with some people that she hired to work producing the stains and selling them to other manufacturers of cleaning products. What she had to do was to make that a reality was to find the research laboratories of these detergent manufacturers or cleaning product manufacturers and sell this idea to the scientific labs. So she recruited somebody who could do sales, a technical salesperson. So this was actually the birth of the business. Slightly out of order from the standard shape model, but nevertheless, it was an important part of the process. So the business grew. As she realized she needed bigger premises as the salesperson was making the sales, production needed to be increased and made much more efficient. She also developed some new stains, ones that she knew were difficult to clean off fabrics, and this was the growing stage of the process. And with growth came the need for a customer database, service contracts, systems to track supplies, staff development processes and succession planning. This is where A started to become important, the administration. And it was important to keep her workers happy, so H started to become important as well. And she wanted them to have a good work-life balance and she wanted to retain them. So she introduced a mentoring program. She allowed them to create their own work patterns and hours of work so that they could balance the work with family commitments. So the business had become mature. But she became very watchful at this point and made sure that she kept her shape word in balance, so that this enabled the business to finally become an established one. But of course, with establishment, you can go sliding down the right-hand side, or you can return to elements down the left-hand side. And she did this by keeping focused on innovation, creativity, entrepreneurial flair, and keeping shape in balance in order to maintain the energy within the business. Thank you for listening and watching, and in the next video we will be looking at key questions to ask yourself in your business to help you discover what shape your business is in.